amazing products from 2022. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. I wanted to talk more about what I loved in 2022. There's actually some really good stuff coming out for 2023. I'm like, I already have favorites. But I want to embrace a little bit of the good stuff from last year, and this is all drugstore or at least affordable, like under 20 bucks. How about that? Let's talk about the product that broke the internet, that broke the e.l.f. website, that they could not keep in stock. The Halo Glow Filter. Okay, so this, I have 3 bottles of this. I have shade 2, I have shade 1, and I have shade 4. I got shade 2 in the summer, and shade 4 was great for like chest décolleté kind of, or enhancing sort of a sunnier look. But shade 1 has been a really good winter shade. It's very hard to find the pale shades, so when they were restocked at my Target, I decided to just pick up a bottle. This is $14. It was, of course, the big talk of the town because everyone said it was the dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Yes and no. I mean, yes. Gosh darn it. I mean, a dupe doesn't have to be 100%, but this is something that you can use the way the Hollywood Flawless Filter is intended, and you're saving a bunch of money. So let's just say that. I love the things I love about e.l.f. They are cruelty-free. They are great for advocacy. They do a good job with packaging, making their products cost effective. I do feel like, though, I was a little concerned when their O-Face lipstick comes out for $9. Like, you guys, here, stop. You can't do this. You can't do something for $9. So we've talked a lot about this product, and I don't know if there's much more to say, but you can wear it under, over, mixed, and it's pretty great. It's pretty great. If you haven't found a bottle yet, now's your time. I think you can find your shade, and I recommend it. The Catrice True Skin. I talked about this in my 2022 favorites video for foundations, and I am really loving this foundation. So I have shade 010 Cool Cashmere. And I like it a lot. I like this foundation. My recommendation is go with a light hand, mix the product, or just sort of apply it with, you know, not too thick. I think it can really sort of backfire on you if you go too heavy-handed, but it's a beautiful foundation. Full coverage for me. I feel like this is full coverage, and wears all day and goes really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel moisturizing, but the properties of it create kind of a nice feeling on the skin where nothing's too greasy, nothing's too matte. It's just lovely. I am going to use my Burt's Bees Eye Balm. This is illuminating. I think this is such a great product that I discovered this year. I use it on the inner corner, and also you can use this as a highlighter. You can kind of use it after the fact and just sort of, yeah, touch up, add hydration. It's pretty cool. Physicians Formula came out with a Breakfast Club, the movie collab and collection, and normally collabs can be a little bit goofy, a little bit, you know, I don't know, Yeah, but I was a huge fan of Breakfast Club as a kid, still am, and you know, because it's John Hughes and I'm an 80s kid. This palette, this eyeshadow palette, it's the Being Bad Feels Pretty Good Everyday palette. Oh no, eyeshadow palette. I don't know where I saw the word everyday. This is such a good shadow palette. This is gorgeous. These shadows are so pigmented. They are so creamy. The duochromes are intense. The mattes are soft. There's neutrals in here. There's deep shades for drama. It's such a gorgeous palette. If this isn't your cup of tea, I understand, but honestly, take a look at these shades right here. They are so neutral. I think when we see this shade and this shade, we think, oh wow, that's pretty orange or, you know, kind of rust. And it's so good. It's so good. I'm going in just all over my lid. I am gonna go in this shade, help me, I'm gonna go in this shade right here. My sort of go-to shadow application, sort of with regardless of the shades, has been to kind of go pretty high on my lid. This came to me in PR and then it broke because, you know, shipping. And they sent me another one and that was so sweet, and I don't want this to break. Cause I'm a klutz, you know, I drop stuff like crazy. Oh boy, look at this. Do you see how shiny? Oh man. I'm gonna take a short shader brush and I'm gonna go in that matte brown shade. And I'm going along the lower lash line and I am gonna swoop it up. That looks a little rough, right? I don't look so good. I look kind of ill. My makeup process. Trust me, trust the process. Okay, folks, the Milani Liquid Contour, I have shade 01. This was nice. This was a pretty decent contour product, and I think they definitely worked on doing the entire, let's do a product similar to, gee, I don't know, Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, so it's a great, it really is such a nice, just liquid contour. I believe I found mine at Ulta, but it was months ago. I am so excited about is this corrector from Black Radiance. And this is definitely a dark skin, you know, color corrector for all kinds of different purposes. But for me, I apply it on my areas of contour more. I love the undertone of this because it is a bit on the, it's on the cool side, but it has a little more, I don't know if it's red. I'm not sure what makes it the way it is, but it just has this undertone. I think it works for me for contour. And I found that what I can do is sometimes I'll contour my eyelids. Sometimes I just contour from my brows through to my nose. I think what it is, it's not about making my nose look slim. It's more about anchoring my nose on my face, because I think when I don't contour it, it just has this, it floats. So let me know if that is something that makes sense to you. The brush on this, what I do is I wipe off the extra product and then I just put on the little bit that's there. So I kind of just, it's like a hint. It's just a hint of product. And it's gonna last me forever. And I think it costs like maybe $5. I'm trying to remember. Wherever Black Radiance is sold, it's, they just have really, really good things, and people need to pay attention. The concealer I'm going to use today is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless. I want to say this was probably my personal favorite of the year, and it's just so, so nice. And thank you for those who have bought this on my recommendation and then let me know you love it too, because that makes me feel so much better, because I don't want anyone to be like, that was terrible. This was not new this year, but it was kind of my new personal, I don't know, there was something, oh, I know, this wasn't new either, but these two powders, the Well People Bio Brightening Powder, love this powder, gorgeous. Just beautiful, but a little expensive. So then I love the translucent CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder just as much. And it's just such a nice, like, let's powder, but let's not make anything cakey. And yeah. Another tremendous, just popular, gorgeous powder this year, the Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Believe It face powder. This is like a multi-powder. It's one, this is the translucent, and it is like a finishing powder and a setting powder. Oh my goodness, this stuff it's just so good. It's so, so good. I love this powder. I discovered that my favorite way to wear this powder was under my eye area, and I just kind of did this, and then I did this, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? It is so just blurring. Now, the only thing that kind of keeps it from beating the CoverGirl and the Well People, I have a hair, is that it's got a fragrance. Yeah, so, but let's talk about the Breakfast Club face palette. So these are the Muru Muru products, but they put them in this palette. There's a volume 1 and a volume 2. Volume 1 is a bit lighter than volume 2. I love this, and it's fragrance free. There's no scent for these. So I'm gonna do a bit of the bronzer. There's like a matte bronzer and a highlight, or what am I trying to say? A more luminous bronzer? I'm like, so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, I am gonna use the Princess and the Rebel together. They're a little, I think they're both matte. Ooh, I've got a lot going on. I'm gonna buff it out, okay? The Physicians Formula did release the Butter Dream Team. This is like their all-star. This is phenomenal. Get it if you find it. It is that powder I just shared with you in this compact, as well as more of the Muru Muru and the Menoi and the, oh golly, yeah. It's all the matte and the Butter Believe It and the Muru Muru. And gorgeous. It does have that like coconut suntan lotion smell though, because it's sort of vacation oriented. So if you're not into that, that's why I recommend the Breakfast Club. Allure awarded e.l.f. with for their brow lift. This got an award, so I do like it. That's my only new brow product from the year. The other brow products I have to use today are the Maybelline Brow Sculpt, and then my Wet n Wild, the slim brow pencil. So I'll do the brow lift for you. This takes a little bit of getting used to. I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. So I got the tool as well with the little spatula and spoolie, and I spread the product with the spatula, and then I comb through my brows and I just try to get them lifted and separate, just like it talks about. So yeah, I think there's a chance of kind of over applying with the spatula, but it's okay. Yeah. You can also use this spoolie in the soap brow. Elf has a soap brow, and I have that too. I'm just like, I just don't know if it's all that. Before I apply mascara, I want to put on this Revlon. This is a 2-in-1, the Color Stay 2-in-1 angle kajal pencil. So it's an automatic kajal pencil, and then it has this slanted brush on the other side. So what I am so excited about this right now is that you can put this on. The angle is so easy, and then I just do it very close to my lash line, and before I get to the end of it, I just then spread it out with the brush to kind of get it to the end of my lid so that not really flicks. I'm not creating a flick that's defined, but it just sort of keeps the direction of the product upward. But the formula is very, you can really manipulate it before it sets, which is great. That's what you want in kind of this a kohl pencil. You know, the reason makeup artists are using kajal is because you can work with it. And then this way, I can do that. So I really like that. I can't think of a new mascara from 2022 that's Drugstore that came out. I feel like I am using old mascara. I feel like I'm using mascaras that were previously, I'm like, is there anything brand new? And I don't think there is. So I'm gonna do mascara off camera. If you guys remember me talking about a launch of a Drugstore mascara this year that I loved, please put that in the comments. Because I always talk about Princess Lash and the Maybelline Lash Sensation, and those are not new. Lips. Let's talk about lips, because I have a lot of favorite Drugstore lip products for this year. The Maybelline, the vinyl inks, I loved those. I love the color, the Revlon, the crayons, the soft matte crayons. That one of my just favorite that I used so often was this NYX Line Loud, and it is the shade Global Citizen. It's a matte shade that I find it so soft. Typically, I love something that's an automatic pencil, and this one you have to sharpen, but I love it. All right. Two lipsticks that not gloss, which I don't know, maybe these will surprise you. But I really, really enjoyed these, and they are this came out just at the end. The Revlon, the Color Stay Suede Ink. So pretty, so comfortable. And then the Milani Lip Fetish. The nudes and the floral that they came out in matte. These were so good. So good. So I'm gonna put on shade. So actually I'll swatch the other one. So this is shade, is this like Pleasure or Secret? Tease. So these matte nudes were like 90s, oh my gosh. And they were sold out for a while. And then here is the Revlon one, and this is called Gut Instinct. And look how cute this is. It's such a sweet, pretty color. So I might do both, but I'm going to put on the Milani because it's been a while. I haven't put this on in a while and I miss it. It's so brown. You know what? I am gonna mix these two. Also, Diamond Lip Gloss from Milani. Such a great clear gloss if you just want anything. Now I just took that matte shade and made it shiny, but whatever. I can do what I want. I cannot not mention my favorite summer product was the Milani Supercharged Power Highlight. This is shade 180. When Makeup by Mario's bronzer came out, I love that product. But this to me was such a phenomenal, like you could use it for bronzer or highlight, and I love this. It's so moisturizing, it's shiny, it's not tacky, it wore well on my skin, it looked so good over either powder or cream products, and it didn't go into my lines, and it just gave my skin that dewy, you know, that dewy freshness for summer, and I feel like it still works for winter. I loved the Supercharged products from Milani, some more than others, but for the most part, this served me. I had to get I have a backup. So anyway, I think that's everything, you guys. And I did not intend to go this kind of bronzy nude. Oh well. Like I said, lots of favorites. This does not negate the fact that there's probably others I didn't mention. But you can rest assured that everything in this video I do love and reach for constantly. Let me know if these were some of your favorites too. And I just hope you enjoyed that. I will list everything below. Hopefully I don't forget something. I always forget something, but one of you always lets me know in the sweetest way, so I appreciate that. And I hope you subscribe and take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.